Hey everybody, welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I'm Grace Grella, your intuitive host, and as always, we're here to get you in the positive zone. So if you're watching live, don't be afraid, just call me. You can call me on our studio line, which is 516-629-3705 or 3715. And if you're watching the rebroadcasted show, you're gonna love this episode. We have a very, very special guest here this evening, and I am blessed and honored to welcome Cletus, the Hebrew Hammer, woot woot, Seldin, Hebrew. I can't believe you're here. I'm so excited.
I know, so pumped, so excited. As soon as you contacted me and come back, I was like, oh my God. I made sure your studio is only about 10, 15 minutes away from my boxing gym. So I was like,
Perfect.
oh, this is beautiful. Perfect.
Perfect. Well, we're having a lot of synchronistic events and meetings and all sorts of things. In fact, just a few minutes before the show started, the president of PATV, Bob Schofeld, is here. And he was saying to you that somebody he knows is putting together a reality show about boxers. And it's, I mean, Vegas wouldn't put odds on Vegas might put odds on you, but not on that happening here.
Yeah, if you got any reality show, you should be coming over here.
Absolutely, because you're the real deal.
That's
you're the
right.
reality, honey.
I do it all.
Absolutely. And I want everybody to know that we're still going to, take phone calls if you want information about your future. It's what I do. I give you the 411 about your lives. And that's what I'm going to do for Cletus here today. Even though he seems a little nervous, it's all good. No nerves here, Cletus. And I just want everybody to have a little background. I was blessed to meet you because of my brother, Bert Gordy, and he's an acupuncturist that has helped you, right, with your shoulder?
For every injury that I've ever came, Bert Gordy has
Magic
saved my
man,
life.
the needles, right?
If you ask him to, how do you do it? He goes, I don't know.
It's
my
energy.
magic.
Love from above.
That's right.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
That's unbelievable.
Absolutely. And so through him, and it was at his office that we got to have our conversation, and I just call them sessions with Grace. And it was the information comes fast and furious because you're on the wavelength. You're so fine-tuned in the physical state. I mean, you're above and beyond. First of all, you're a Virgo. Virgo rules health and nutrition and taking care of yourself. And you're all that and then some. And that's why you're in the fabulous shape you are. And that's why you knock them out.
That's right. Every day I work hard on my nutrition, my fitness, and health. That's like my goal. It's my addiction almost, that I really want to go every single day. And if I don't go, I actually will get depressed if I don't go.
Now, did you ever think that, now, first, I'm going to definitely give you information about your future, but and in your future, I also see, after you win, I'm the greatest, shut out. Muhammad, we love you. Muhammad Ali, we love you. But right now, we have the greatest right here in the studio. And when you win that title fight, which should be up and coming before the end of the calendar year of next year. We're in 2017. So before the calendar year of 2018, your big fight, not just a little fight here, little fight there. We're talking about a big title fight, and I see Vegas, all right? So this is something that is really going to get you to the next level, and I rise, all right, as Maya Angelou would say. So, and when you have accomplished that, which you will, my prediction, you heard it here, sports fans, cut to the videotape.
Pay that money.
Hey,
put the money on it.
I really feel you giving back and doing some sort of video classes or things for kids. And hey, this is how you take care of yourself. This is how, nutritionally, this is what you got to do. And you making it fun and speaking to them like they were yours, And so it's not really, dumbing it down for kids. It's hey, this is the real deal. I know you don't like your broccoli, but you can eat it.
Yeah.
Or I'll knock you out. Or, something really cute, But something to do with empowering children. I think that's really going to be near and dear to your heart because after you get married and have your beautiful family, all right, it's all about the love that grows exponentially from your heart for your loved ones and for all children. So I so see you doing that. But right now, I feel that there's something that's going to be, your trainer is going to be talking to you about an opportunity where it's just going to come up. You'll find out about it before the end of November of this year, 2017, about two other fighters fighting and you fighting the winner of that fight. Okay, and that's going to set up the big fight. All right, and I think you're ready for it. I think you were born for it. You breathe it. You're waiting for it. Your anticipation, as the Rocky Horror Pictures movie would say. But there's something else you're going to be doing in your routine. Have you been sparring more? Have you been doing more energy work?
Yeah, always constantly mixing it up with something else. And we actually been doing a lot more sparring than we normally do, even without a fight coming up on a date. So we've been sparring 10, 15 rounds in sessions. Usually you don't do that unless you're really in camp.
Well, maybe I'm psychic. I mean, you know, Howard, I'm not following you around. I'm not stalking you. But, you know, it's the angels and it's the love from above. So they know. They got their eye on you, honey. And they're going to catapult you to greatness. Hopefully we can help out our caller on the phone. Loretta?
Yes.
Loretta, are you there?
I am.
Hey, Loretta, how can I help you tonight? Are you calling in to say hi to my special guest, Cletus Seldin, boxing champion?
Yes.
Or are you calling in because you want a intuitive question answered?
Yes, my question is that my birthday is coming up next week.
Your birthday's coming up next week, yeah.
I know that you once said you have to give things a chance to unfold and develop in your life. And I was wondering if you saw anything developing in my life.
All right. Well, for your birthday and your birthday year starting from this year to the next calendar year of 2018 is going to be one of you making major decisions in your life, Loretta. Were you thinking about moving, honey?
Not really. Oh, what, you mean like moving from a job or?
Yes.
Well, right now there's a little turmoil going on in the job. I haven't been there very long, so.
Okay. This is the good news for you. This is like a happy birthday from above with love. Heaven given you this new job opportunity, all right, where
Okay.
you're going to be making more money because I don't think you're happy with the salary you're making currently with the job you're doing. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And the work is kind of boring for you. Is that correct?
No, it's not boring.
It's not boring?
Quite, you really have to have your mind and your focus on it.
Okay.
I work with
All right,
really
but
nice
it's not
people,
challenging.
but
Wait,
I think
my
it's got a
mistake.
little monotonous.
Loretta, we don't have a lot of time. Let me do this
Okay.
quickly, all right, for you, because I want you to have the best. Maybe
Okay.
I didn't use the correct word. Maybe boring isn't the proper word. Maybe challenging is the word I should have chosen.
That's a good word.
Okay. Yay! The angels help me out from time to time, you know. So, so it's not challenging enough for you. And so this new situation that's going to be offered to you would give you a little bit more money, and you'll feel challenged and more useful, which will make you feel happier and empowered. Okay? So
Yes.
happy birthday, Loretta.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling
Grace,
in.
And all the best to you.
Oh, and right back to you, darling. Lots of love.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, and now we bring you to Cletus Seldin, the Hebrew Hammer. Hammer time. It's hammer time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And
Every day is a hammer time.
Every day is it's your training, you're directing all your energies to that goal and accomplishing it. And I see it happening for you, doll. Now, what is up with, there's something to do with a contract situation, though, that's going to change. And if you wait a certain length of time, you could have different representation, all right?
Right.
And so I think the universe has your back always, all right? But I just feel that the way the timing is going to work out for your career is that you're going to have everybody that you know is 100% on board with you, all right? And your team, your rock solid entourage. And who's Peter? Who's Pete?
Pete's my #1 trainer, almost like a father figure to me.
Okay, and really nice guy. Heart of gold. Really cares about you. And I think he's the one that's going to tell you about this. Earlier, when I said that there was going to be this fight that was going to be set up, and you were going to be fighting the winner of that, and that was going to bring you into Vegas. I think he's the one that tells you before the end of November of this year. Okay, about that. All right.
Yeah, he's my go-to person in life. Who I go to him to see everything. Everything he says, I would believe in, and he's the one that would come
and
to me with
rightfully
that.
so. I feel it too. So it's and you're very intuitive. Not that you would admit to it, but you are a very good judge of character and energy. And if you don't like somebody, there's definitely something that's askew with their character or who they are as a person or their heart. And you've learned through your life how to trust it more. And that's what's I'm in awe of. That's so brilliant that you have that strength to do that. I mean, I know you got the physical strength, but you have the mental and emotional strength to back that up. So you're just a triple threat here.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Right away, if I see somebody and I just first meet them and I don't give them any attention, and everybody just knows. And that's how it is. And people ask why. I don't know. I just know something about them that not what I want part of my life.
And doesn't that instinct is why you always win?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that true?
Like you said, the triple factor. I can do it all. I can do it all.
Yeah, and
I can just feel the energy of what's going on around me, and I always want to keep everything to a positive, life every day. If I can keep everyone around me positive, it makes it a lot easier for everyone.
That's so true.
And it keep me happy.
And it's all about you being happy, honey. Because if you're not happy, nobody else is going to be,
pissed,
right?
yeah.
There we go. But it's now, who coined the Hebrew hammer? Who coined that for you?
So when I was an amateur, I would travel to all these tournaments around the country, and I would go out, boom, knock someone out in the amateurs. And in the amateurs, you really don't get too many knockouts. And I would always do it when I go to these tournaments. And the people would say, wow, that kid punches really hard. He has like a hammer on him. And they're like, what is he? I think he's a Jewish kid. I think he's a Jewish kid. And they're like, all right, Hebrew hammer. So then I would go to another tournament, and they would call me Hebrew hammer, Hebrew hammer, Hebrew hammer. And then it was like, all right, it's the name of the people. That's what they want. And it's one of the most gifted names that I could ever come up with, because most people, when I tell them, oh, Cletus Seldin's here, they go, even at my own high school, they go, oh, Cletus Seldin, who's that guy? But they go, the Hebrew hammer, the whole place, oh, that's the kid, that's the guy, there he is. Oh my God. Yeah,
Listen, honey, when you
I'm
got
wearing
the Star of
same.
David on your trunk,
Yeah, come
nobody's going
on.
to mess with you.
Come on.
Talk about love from above. You got, the big guns on your side.
Yeah, I represent them very well. Everybody that's part of our team, and whoever believes that you can come from not being born to be a boxer, to be able to go into something, start from whenever you thought you can become somebody, and make it as far as you can. That's the kind of
Well,
team
you're
that I
like
want.
the Cinderella story of the, of boxing, because you really trained hard.
Yeah, every day since I've been 22. Started boxing at 22 when people at boxing usually start around 7 or 8 years old, and I took it to the next level of every session. When everyone else was tired and I was tired, I just kept going, and next day, and then after the few weeks and months of doing that, I realized that those guys that have been there since 7th, 8th years old, they only came 2 or 3 days a week, and I realized that I was coming every single day, and within about a year or so, I was able to beat those guys that have been there since they were 7 and 8 years old.
Persistence.
Yeah.
Yeah, babe.
Oh, man.
Well, that's what, it's that hunger, it's that persistence, it's that I think I can, I know I can.
Yeah.
You have that energy just infused in your DNA. It's just so brilliant. And that, as I said, you're the triple threat. You have the physical strength, you take care of yourself, you have the fortitude, the heart, the brains, you're the whole package. And hopefully we can help out Patricia, who's on the line. Patricia,
Hello?
you there?
Yes.
Hey, Patricia, say hi to Cletus Seldin, our famous boxer.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. What a pleasure to speak to both of you.
Awesome. We're happy you called in, Patricia. How can we help you?
My major, anything that you see for me would be fine. My major concern is job. And I was wondering, I have an interview at a school if you see me getting this job, and it would be a good job. And I've been working horrible jobs for the past 8 years. So.
All right, darling. Patricia, is this a school for special education kids?
No.
All right. I see you working with special education children. All right. So even though you've applied for this job, I see even if you get this job, I'm going towards where the angels are really directing you. And do you head up a department in school?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Do I head a department?
Yeah.
No, right now I'll tell you what I'm doing. I was just hired to work for a casino. And I don't know how that, I'm waiting for it to open, and I don't know what's going to come with that. But I was hoping to get this school job because it was much better pay and better hours.
I see you getting a school job. I don't see the casino thing working out.
Okay.
All right. I think you're meant to work in the school system, and then you're going to be directed towards working with special education kids. And I want to say that they look like they're middle school age to me. All right. And
that's what it would be at this school. This is actually a Catholic school, so I don't know if there. I actually don't know. I would assume there are special needs students in there.
Okay. And is it like a middle school?
Yes, it's an elementary school.
Okay. Maybe I'm psychic. Okay.
Maybe you're psychic.
All right, you called the right woman. All right, we're getting you there, babe. You know what happens, Patricia? It happens to all of us. We get so bogged down by our left-brained, rational, logical, linear mind, we forget to use the right-brain, creative, intuitive, with the, I applied for this job in the casino, but my heart's really working with the kids, And listen to your heart. My guest tonight is the triple threat. He listens to his heart, his soul. He's the triple threat, I'm calling him, Cletus Seldin. He's just awesome. And so are you. And that's what I'm trying to relate here in comparison, is that you're going to be a success just as Cletus is. All right?
Oh, thank you.
So follow that dream, and know you'll hear back within a month about the new job for the school.
Do you think the interview is soon?
You'll hear within the month, and we're at the end of February, so before the end of March.
Okay.
All right, so hang in there, honey, and thanks for calling.
May I ask one more thing?
Make it quick. You're pushing it.
Well, I haven't heard from my sister for 8 years since my mother died, and my sister was a battered woman, and we went through hell, and everything, all her money was stolen by my cousin. It was very evil things, and I stayed within the law, and we never sought revenge. But she lives as a recluse.
All right, sweetheart, what you have to do is recognize that sometimes you have to love somebody from afar, which you've been doing, all right? And but you know what? Prayers are always answered. And I do feel that there will be divine intervention in this case. It's not always a happy ending, but in this case there will be. So keep storming heaven with those prayers. I think it's going to take 2 years, but I do think that there'll be a reconnection with you and your sister.
And she has a daughter who's...
Oh, okay, no, we can't go through the whole family, honey.
I'm sorry. Well, thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, take care. Thanks for calling in, honey.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right. And it must be like that for you, Cletus, because I know when you're in the ring and everybody's around you, you got throngs of people, and everybody wants your autograph, and everybody wants, a piece of me. It's, how do you be so, you're always so gracious. You're always so calm about it.
Yeah, I always take it as if I was that person, because I was very shy when I was a kid, and was always like scared to do everything, and I always felt that I was shy. And every time something happened, I'd always feel awkward to like say hi to somebody or say hi to that person.
Right.
So I kind of feel that way when I see like a kid or anybody that's just sitting in the back behind everyone. I usually go and I'll push everyone else to the side and say hi to that one individual, and then it usually lightens the mood for everybody, and then I just give a little piece to everybody. Just, all right, hey, here
You're
you go.
magic.
Here you go, and then they all just drag me and bring me somewhere else.
It's like Pixie Dust, you know? It's like your own little version of Pixie Dust. And that's what positive energy does, and you're so infused with that. And it's so awesome. And I'm just so glad that you're representing the sport.
Thank you.
Because there are so many people, unfortunately, in your sport that do not possess your energy, do not have that special it factor going on for them. And that's why I think the spotlight is going to be shown down on you and your work and moving forward. And I know you just sense it and you feel it. We were just talking before about sparring. You're sparring more, and you're like, well, gee, you only usually do that when you got getting ready for the fight.
Right.
And that's exactly what you're doing. So in universal time, you're right into in speed.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm above everybody else. I'm always trying to step ahead of everybody else, and I've done that always, especially in the past, I would say 3 or 4 years, and trying to get just a step above everyone else so that when
Yeah.
that time comes, I already know what to
You're
expect.
ready to rock and roll.
Exactly.
And I know you feel it, you can taste it, and they're telling me that even you've been dreaming about it. Is this true? Have you
Yeah.
been? Yeah.
Yeah, I always have it in my mind, like,
Okay, and has it been part of your dream or your planning process? You're a Virgo, you're always a planner.
yeah, plan
You got to
everything.
plan it.
I never not plan anything.
I
Everything's
know.
planned, and it was interesting you said the children thing. When I create something, I'm always looking what hasn't been done yet. So if I was going to do something with children, I would actually go think of something that nobody else would have done with those children, and so that they like and enjoy it, so that I would enjoy it too. Because if we both enjoy it, then I don't mind doing it, and make it into something. And that's probably one of my biggest aspects right now. I'm creating something that hasn't been done yet that everybody can see.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I feel you're going to be doing when I said earlier about you putting together these videos, all right? And who knows, maybe it'll be like the reality show that we were talking about earlier too. But your own version of it where it could also be a video show where parents can use it for their kids at home if they, if they're homebound or this or that, But I think you're totally going to do that. Now, have you been thinking about settling down, getting married after your career is like you got the big belt and you got the big. Look at how red you get.
People got sauna suit on here.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, champ, but it's around you. So I have to do my job, and my job is all about love. And hey, you know what? In this world, it should be all about love. And this is some love story you got going on in your life, and I know you're proud of it. And I know that you're going to have this beautiful family you're going to create together. And definitely 2 children, maybe more, but I'm definitely seeing 2, okay? And beautiful and happy and healthy, and that's what counts. Your son and a daughter, that's what I'm seeing, just so you know. And I want to say that it's like you want to make sure that you have all your financial ducks in a row first. Like this is nagging you. It's like I want to make sure that, I've got the money it takes to get my home, to get and mazel tov. That's the way it should be.
They don't call me the Hebrew Hammer for nothing.
Exactly, darling. So it's the wisdom of Solomon that you possess, and doing everything the right way.
Yeah.
And that's why you're going to be such a beautiful example to everybody, not only in your sport, darling, not just in boxing, but I think in life in general. It's, you're the one that people look up to and say, yeah, but what would Cletus do, right? And isn't that just the icing on the cake for you?
Absolutely. That's probably the real goal in life, is making sure you became such a good product that people, even children or adult, would say, wow, I wish I thought like that, and I want to think like that, how he is thinking, even at my age, if I was 60 years old. I love the way that guy thinks, and I wish I can pass that on to myself and to my children.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what you're going to do. And I'm just so, and I'm not just saying it, espousing it because we're on camera. I said, "Oh, camera, ask my brother. He'll give me up. He'll throw me under the bus in a heartbeat." She loves you. What are you kidding? She can't shut up about you. I say to him, I'll text him, "Have you heard from Cletus? He's running through my head. He's running through my head." And it's, I think it's when you make that kind of effect on people, and you do on people that you meet, because of your energy, because you're coming from the heart. You're the real deal, and that's why. We're at the end of the show for right now, but wait a minute. If you're watching live, don't go away. We'll be right back for everybody else. Hey, he's going to knock them out, and we're so proud he's here tonight. Thank you so much, Cletus, for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now what we're going to do is we're just going to segue into the second half hour of the